So Brian Branch was left off the top 100. I know a lot of people are saying, "All right, man, CJ Brian Branch better than Kirby Joseph." And like I said before, I prefer Kirby. I know people are saying that somebody in the comments said, "Yeah, Brian Branch remind me of Ed Reed." I'm like, nah, Kirby remind me of Ed Reed, you know. But I think Brian Branch remind me more of Sean Taylor. But he's just such a unique player, and a lot of things that he do well, it go unspoken. And also him and Kirby Joseph, excuse me, man. I hate having a nappy beard. But him and Kirby Joseph also kind of getting a reputation for being dirty. You know what I'm saying? And then also you play for the Detroit Lions. That's a strike against you. Kind of they both big hitters. And you know, like I said, only safety I put in a category with them is Jesse Bates and Kyle Hamilton. Xavier McKinney is not on that level. I keep telling you all that. He just playing in Green Bay. But the only safeties that I could think of that I put in that category with them is Bates. Bates could be one of the I'm not mad if you say Jesse Bates the best safety in football. You won't get no arguments from me there. Bates, and who else I say? Jesse Bates, and it was somebody I just said their name. Jesse Bates and Kyle Hamilton. But check out the Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. But Brian Branch is damn good, man. I mean, man-to-man coverage out the slot, man-to-man on the outside if you need them. Hey, guess what? You want to play a nickel defense. It don't seem like you missing a corner. It don't seem like you missing a linebacker. So really, he can be that base nickel, and you can feel like you got a corner still out there. You still feel like you got a linebacker out there. Good and deep coverage, force fumbles, big hitter, get a pick. He kind of remind you of Kirby Joseph. The difference between him and Kirby is that Brian Branch can play man-to-man coverage. That's the difference. Brian Branch can play man-to-man coverage. Kirby can't. But Kirby Joseph takes the ball away at a high level. At a high clip, excuse me, at a high level. So, but Branch, I mean, you know, more fuel to the fire. I think big hitter. I think when he first got here, the first half of the season, he was their best defensive player, and then Hutch kind of took him into overdrive. He got a little tired, but I mean, I don't know why he wasn't on there. I mean, a lot of people, Chad Ochocinco like him. A lot of people around the league like him, but I kind of been stopped watching the top 100 to be honest. Like it got played out. Like NFL Network ain't been the same, and then also they sell it to Disney, so you know it's about to be some funky ass. But NFL Network ain't been the same, bro. It ain't like the last. Whew, I can't be. I haven't literally stopped watching it, bro. When Shannon and Dion was on there, and I like Maurice Jones-Drew. I like LaDainian Tomlinson. He one of my favorite backs of all time. But it like when they start putting them old moist dudes on there like Schrager, like the show just was all estrogen. It was an estrogen show, bro. They was too moist on there for me, though. I've been stopped watching it, dude. NFL Network and now ESPN is good. Walt Disney is controlling it. It's definitely gonna be trash now. It's definitely gonna be trash. So, um, but yeah, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, he says it's gonna be more fuel to the fire, and it should be. You know, I mean, it ain't nothing, but sometimes when you good at everything, you don't stand out in one thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. He good at everything. So it's hard for you to get your recognition, but I think, you know, the motivation, a little bit more fuel in this tank. I mean, he a phenomenal player, man. I mean, you know, guess what? They let him drop to the second round. And now here he is, you know, getting snugged off top 100. Top 100, like I said before, it's to me, dog, like, these players don't even watch football for real. I don't even think they even process what they're doing. You know, like I said, it's just favoritism. A lot of them play travel football or 7-on-7 together. I mean, I don't put much stock in. I don't put much stock in the top 100. I don't put much stock in it, bro, at all. I don't. It was cool when it first came out, seeing a couple episodes, but I don't put much stock in it, man. At the end of the day, you see guys get all pro but not voted to the Pro Bowl. I mean, we can go on and on and on about the inconsistency of the NFL, man. A lot of it is politics. You know, it's the market you play in. You know, think about Dallas. You play in a big market in Dallas. You won't get more TV time. That's why, you know, it's hard for a lot of those guys to go into it's hard for a lot of those guys to go into you know, want to go to Jacksonville and Cleveland and Detroit and Minnesota because you ain't gonna get the same financial opportunity you get in Dallas or you know you get in New York and you know it is what it is. You're leaving money on it. That's why they gotta charge you to go to places like Detroit. Or they gotta charge you to go to places to go to some of these other markets. You know that's why they don't get the same every year. Dallas, no matter how bad good they is, they always on primetime TV. They always on primetime TV. So I mean, it is what it is. But you got to make the most. But BB, if he played on Dallas, he'd be on that top five. He played in the Giants, the Jets, he'd be top five. And that's kind of like, you know, no disrespect. I love Sauce, but that's why most people know Sauce more than they know Derek Stingley. Which Stingley is, if not better, same as good as Sauce, because Sauce playing that New York market and Stingley played down there in Houston. Just to kind of give you a comparison. If Dak was the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings, you know, he when nobody he be fucking Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? Popularity, well, not you know, Kirk Cousins is known for getting the bag, and shout out to him. He do a lot of. I remember Mike was saying he do a lot of philanthropy back home in Holland, Michigan, wherever it is. So I don't knock it, but yeah, Brian Branch he can put another battery in his back. But as far as my favorite lines, him and Kirby, bro, him Kirby. If I had a favorite line right now, to be honest, probably Kirby. Kirby and Branch, my two favorite lines. Them jokers don't play no games, bruh. They'll pick it off. They'll lay the wood. No Diddy, no Harvey Weinstein. Them two, Kirby and BB. A third, J Mo, J Mo, J Mo. Three. J Mo feel like a Detroiter. That's why J Mo. Number three. I love them three. Then they all go to no, two of them with Alabama. That's crazy. But hey, check out the Trey Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the link in the description. You can follow me on Linktree, X, Instagram, Facebook, Kick, Twitch. The whole nine. Appreciate the love, support, man. We on TikTok too. I'll never say that, but hopefully y'all support me there. Other than that, let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.